Hello, we're Team Dragon Ball SWE, and we are presenting to you our product, Gator Atlas. I am your project manager, William McCartan.
I'm your Scrum Master, Matthew Schrank.
I'm a development team member, Lunifer Wynn.
And I'm another development team member, Alec Rothenberg.
Just in case you haven't seen our past presentations, just a reminder, our product Gator Atlas is a class schedule routing software to help university students get to their classes on time.
So, the challenge we wanted to answer with Gator Atlas was we wanted to create a student resource. So like Will said, Gator Atlas is it's a web app that will help students make their schedules easier. So they know when to leave for their class, just based on their location, not having to do anything themselves. It'll be calculated for them, and it'll be presented for them.
Our target audience is for college students who are just now starting their semester or going into new semesters without knowing where their classes are. In particular, we're focusing on the students at the University of Florida for the current implementation of our site.
Okay, so now we're going to do a live demo. So here we have our website, and this is the login screen. We have some information about what Gator Atlas is and how to use it. And you're going to sign in here with your Google account. And once you're signed in, you'll be able to see your information up here, so you know you're logged into the correct account. And then we come to this landing page that tells you to add classes so that it can help you route to those classes. So we're going to come to the classes page, and it tells you how to look for your class number, and you're going to enter it here. And you can only enter in the 5-number code that corresponds to the class. And once you submit these classes, you'll be able to come to the home page where the map is, and you will be able to find your classes here on this drop-down menu, and it will get your current location and route you with a walking distance and time to the class. And if you need to see what the building looks like, there is Street View available, and you'll be able to see like what building you're going to. And if you have any other questions beyond that, you can come to the FAQ page, and it'll answer simple questions like where do you start, and the things about the class numbers, and all the information you need is here. And then when you're done, you simply come here to sign out, and you start all over. Now back to the presentation.
So let's talk about technical debt. Probably our biggest source of technical debt was NIE technical debt. We didn't have a lot of experience doing automated testing, and so we relied mainly on manual testing. We only had one automated render test for React. And then we also had a lack of platform experience. So for many of our group members, it was our first time using JavaScript and several of the APIs. And for all of us, it was our first time using Firebase. We also had some strategic technical debt. So as the deadline approached, we focused more on the front end of our web app to make it look nice. And as a result, we ended up sacrificing some of the backend functionality.
Okay, so responsibilities and contributions. As product manager, I focus a lot on being a leader and organizing and helping the team communicate better. On the code end, I focus on React and the UI for the site, as well as the logo design and the ideas for the project itself.
So I was the Scrum Master. I worked mainly on the back end of the project. So that had to deal with working with the Google Maps API and adding functionality to the homepage where you could select your classes and see the map. I also worked with the UF API to try to get the IDs of the classes and the locations in each building.
As a development team member, I was mostly helping with the React, as well as kind of being the one in charge of the CSS, being the person who would kind of clean everything up after the first implementation and making sure that it looked nice and presentable. I also helped with creating a lot of the wireframes the site was designed on. And during the final run of our project, the final testing route, we overhauled the UI, and I helped with that as well as the logos.
As one of the development team members, my main focus was our Firebase database. So I really focused on getting our users logged in properly using their Google accounts, making sure that their data was handled correctly and in a secure manner, and really making sure that they could log in and log out of our site with ease.
So thoughts on this project? I thought it was an awesome first experience with web development. I didn't know anything about JavaScript or React or any of the technologies you use. So I was really proud about being able to learn all these things. And I really enjoyed working with this team that's with you today. And it was really smooth and painless working with them. And I think I finally understand GitHub well now. So that was also good.
Yeah, so a big part of this project was just being able to be exposed to web development using React, and my first real experience with databases using Firebase. There was definitely a big learning curve for me trying to use Firebase, as a lot of the information I found recommended you have a pretty solid background in React, but I'm proud to say I got to the point where I feel pretty comfortable using it. It was also a really great experience working on a much bigger software project with a group than I had been used to previously.
I really enjoyed learning more about JavaScript and learning React and Git for the first time. And so I'm hoping to take the web development course in the future. I also had a really good experience working on a team, and I think this project was a great practical experience for my future career as a software engineer.
Personally, I thought it was very fun being able to work so interwovenly with other people, because I was a bit used to working in a team, but not to the intimacy that this project allowed us to meet each other in. A lot of trust was required, because you'd just leave something off and someone else could just pick up right where you were. And, it would end up very nicely. And we were all connected throughout our programming, even if we were working on different things. And it made it very satisfying to see it come together at the end.
All right, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching our presentation, and yeah, have a good day.